Hello. I hope you're having a good week so far. Last week we focused on creating space in the body, and this week we'll focus more on a grounding practice. So feeling really rooted inside your body. We won't do too many standing poses, if any, honestly, and we'll do very minimal down dogs. We'll do a lot of reclined today, a lot of seated, and we will do a few down dogs, but probably not any standing poses. So we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and lie down on your back. I'm going to stay seated up so that the sound quality is better. And if you want to stay seated, you totally can. But I'm going to stay seated for the sake of voice and projection. So if it feels okay to you, lie down on your back. And extend your legs out straight if that feels okay. If you have any low back pain though, please feel free to bend your knees so the soles of your feet come down to the ground. And open your arms up as wide as you need to so that your palms point straight up to the sky. And again, if it feels okay, close your eyes. Now, if you can, imagine that you're growing roots underneath you. They're coming from the entire underneath of your body. So any part of your body that's touching the ground is growing roots right now. And imagine those roots running through your yoga mat, running through your floor, running maybe through your basement or your neighbor underneath you, the foundation of your home or the building that you're in, into the soil, deep, deep, deep into the earth. These roots are connected to you and they run straight down to the core of the earth, of this very planet that we're on. And now if you can start to imagine these roots, call to mind, maybe they're a color, or maybe they're brown, like a tree root, but maybe you want them to be gold, or blue, or green, or gold. Maybe they sparkle. But get really detailed with what these branches, these roots look like. And start to feel a little bit heavier in your body. And now at the core of the earth, there's lots of things going on. Lots of energy, lots of things going on behind the scenes that we just don't think about. So now imagine that flowing from the core of the earth up through your roots, all the way into your back body, comes life force, energy, breath, vitality. Imagine that the core of the earth is sending you love. Is sending you light. Is sending you healing. Now keep your body heavy and start to deepen your breath. Stay soft and And allow your belly to expand with each inhale. And allow your belly to fall with each exhale. And for the next few moments, just be here, right now, with your breath, inside your body. Take 5 more deep breaths. As you complete your 5th exhale, slowly blink your eyes open. Or remain lying down for just a few moments, but start to bring movement, gentle movement, back into your body. You can start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Can make way to larger movements into your ankles, your wrists, your knees, your elbows. Maybe even turn your head side to side. And I'll come to lie down now, and we'll go ahead and get started. So if your legs are out straight, bend your knees so the soles of your feet come down to your yoga mat. And place your hands onto your belly. Palms point down onto your stomach. Now separate your feet mat width distance apart. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to the right. Double diamond. On your next inhale, lift your knees up to the center. As you exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Double diamond, other side. Inhale, bring your knees up through center. Exhale, allow your knees to the right. Inhale, bring your knees up through center. Exhale, knees to the left. Windshield wiper motion. Inhale, lift your knees up to the center. Exhale, knees to the right. Inhale, knees up through center. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, knees up through center, and pause. Bring your feet back to hip width distance apart, and then bend your arms. I call these robot arms, so your palms will point in towards one another, and the backs of your arms, like your triceps, your upper arms, are pressing down into the mat, but then hug your arms in towards the midline of your body. On your next inhale, lift your hips up just a bit, and one at a time, walk each shoulder in towards your spine. Lift your hips up all the way. This is bridge pose. Extend your knees away from you and then squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift your chest towards your chin and then relift through your chin. On your next exhale, lower down. Relax your hands back onto your belly. Extend your arms out to the side and then extend your legs out straight in front of you. Bend your right knee in towards your chest and grab for the outer edge of your right knee with your left hand. Flex your feet and slowly work your right knee over towards the left. Recline twist. Breathe deeply. 2 more breaths. On on your next inhale, come back through center and release your right leg down to meet your left. Bend your left knee in towards your chest, flex your feet, flare your toes, and grab for the outer edge of your left knee with your right hand. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your left knee over towards the right. Recline twist, 4 deep breaths. Keep your feet active. At the bottom of your 4th exhale, slowly untwist and place your left leg back down to meet your right. Bend both knees in towards your chest. Reach inside of your legs to grab for the outer edges of your feet. Point the soles of your feet up to the sky. Happy baby. Feel free to rock side to side. You could also stay still here. Release your hands from your feet and wrap your arms around your shins. Recline child's pose. Feel your back body here. And on your next exhale, release the soles of your feet down to the ground. Place the outer edge of your right ankle above your left knee. Flex your right foot, flare your toes, and work your right knee down and away from you. And now, moving without movement, clamp your right knee closed. So it's like an alligator mouth. Like you want to drag your right heel towards your left hip, but you're not actually doing that. You're just making the action. Take 2 more breaths. Into your right hip. As you exhale, release your right foot down. This time, place your left ankle, your outer left ankle, above your right knee. Flex your left foot, flare your toes, and work your left knee down and away from you. Now again, moving without movement. Imagine you want to drag your left heel towards your right hip, making the clamping action with your left knee. Stay rooted in your back body. 1 more deep breath. On your exhale, release. And come to roll over into table pose at the center of your mat. So we'll start with hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and bring your big toes together to touch. Separate your knees wide and send your hips back towards your heels. Lower your forehead to or toward the floor. This is child's pose. Take a few rounds of breath here. Send your breath into your hips, into your shoulders. Now look forward at your hands and place your right hand where your left hand is and walk your left hand out shoulder width distance apart. And relax your forehead back down to the mat. This is sideways child's pose. Breathe into your right side body. Walk your hands back through center and keep looking at your hands, and this time place your left hand where your right hand is and walk your right hand out shoulder width distance apart and relax your forehead toward the floor. This time breathe deeply into your left side body. All right, come back through center. And slowly press yourself up into table, and then come to have a seat onto your bottom. Take your time, move slow. Okay, so once you get onto your bottom, bring the soles of your feet together to touch, and then grab onto your ankles. You could also grab onto your feet. If that isn't accessible though, please feel free to place your hands to your shins. You could even place your hands lightly, gently on your knees. And now shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and plug your shoulders onto your back and lift and lengthen the top of your head up to the sky. This is called bound angle. Breathe into your groin and your outer hips here. And now press your feet into one another. If this feels okay, you can start to round your back, bring your nose to or toward your feet. If you have any low back pain though, please keep lifting and lengthening the crown of your head up to the sky. On your next inhale, lift up and extend both legs out into a V in front of you. Okay, this can be big for some people. So if you're feeling any rounding in your back, or if you feel like you look like this, maybe you can sit up onto something. You can fold a blanket a few times so that your hips lift up just a bit. But everybody, go ahead and move any flesh away from your sits bones. So it's almost like this sounds strange, but it's like you're picking up a butt cheek, moving it out of the way, and then you're picking up the other butt cheek and moving it out of the way so you feel grounded on the ground. I know, strange. Yoga. Okay, now keeping your heels to the ground, flex your feet. And now rest your hands on your knees. You can even rest your hands on the floor in front of you, whatever feels comfortable to you. And now shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and plug your shoulders onto your back. Keep your feet active, keep moving your shoulders in, and lift and lengthen the top of your head up to the sky. Breathe deep. Believe it or not, this is stretching your hamstrings. Two more breaths. At the bottom of your second exhale, relax, let your shoulders be buoyant, let your legs maybe pedal them out, and then walk your legs together so your feet are out in front of you. And now the inner edges of your legs, your feet, do not have to touch, but if that happens naturally and it feels okay to your body, please feel free to do it. Everybody flex your feet and keep your heels planted on the ground. And now you can keep your hands to your thighs or place your hands outside of your hips. Here we go again. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, plug your shoulders onto your back, and lift and lengthen the top of your head up to the sky. So you have a nice straight spine here. 3 full rounds of breath. This is called staff pose. Keep rooting into the ground. Feel your seat to the backs of your legs. At the bottom of your next exhale, relax. Again, find buoyancy in your body. Extend your left leg out to the side and then bend your right knee so the sole of your right foot comes to or toward the root of your left thigh. Notice here my legs aren't touching. If you can't do that, this is okay too. If this is the shape that you're in though, be sure to keep this foot active. So that means flex your right foot. Also flex your left foot. On your next inhale, lift your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, reach your left hand down for your left foot or your left shin. You can even place your left hand outside of your leg. Wherever you're at, reach your right arm up and twist your torso open to the right. On your next inhale, come up. Place your right hand behind your right hip. Lift your left arm up in line with your ears, side body stretch. Keep both feet active. On your next inhale, come back up, both arms up. One more time each side, reach down for the outer edge of your left foot, left calf. Nope, that's your shin. Or you can place your left hand outside of your left leg. And then reach your right arm up, create lots of space through your right side body. Tendency here will be for the right hip to pop up. So if you can use your left hand, I'm so sorry guys, left hand to keep rooting through your right seat, that will keep your hips nice and safe. On your next inhale, come up, right hand comes outside of right hip, left arm comes up in line with your ear. Keep your feet active, flex the heck out of them, and breathe into your left side body. On your next inhale, come up. Extend both legs out straight. Return to neutral for just a moment. You don't have to do anything with your feet. Just come to how your body feels comfortable here, and notice if your left side feels different than your right side. Notice your side bodies, notice your neck. Just notice what it feels like in your body, side to side, without judgment, without naming it, just feel, 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 feel. All right, other side. Extend your right leg out to the side, and then bring the sole of your left foot to or toward the root of your right thigh. Again, this is okay. This is also okay. Wherever your left leg comes and feels comfortable, well, let's not be too comfortable, but any pain or anything like that, we don't want that in the body. So find your spot, maybe even your edge of comfort, and then activate both feet. So you're gonna flex the heck out of your right foot, flex the heck out of your left foot. Keep your right heel connected to the ground. On your next inhale, lift your arms up overhead. As you exhale, reach your right hand for the outer edge of your right foot, your right shin, or you can place your right hand outside of your right leg, and then lift your left arm up in line with your ear. Breathe deeply. Keep your feet active. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, come up. Left hand comes outside of your left hip. Reach your right arm up in line with your ear. Flex your feet, flare your toes. Keep your legs active. I just noticed my left shoulder popping forward. Can you move your left shoulder in towards your spine so you're not hurting or potentially hurting the left shoulder? Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, reach your right hand to the spot on the right side. Lift your left arm up in line with your ear. Again, keep your feet active. I know you might be tired of hearing me say that, but it keeps your knees, your hamstrings safe. Inhale, come on up. Last time, left hand outside of your left hip. Reach your right arm up in line with your ear. And again, be mindful of this left shoulder. Plug it in towards your spine. Breathe deep. On your next inhale, come up. Extend your legs out in front of you. Come back to neutral. Don't worry about doing anything with your feet or your legs or your core or your shoulders. Just be here for a moment as you are. feel without judgment, without trying to name any of it. Feel what it's like to be inside your body, here and now. All right, last few poses. Go ahead and come to crisscross applesauce, or this in yoga we call it easy seat, but it's certainly not easy. So if you need to sit in a chair, or sit on the edge of a chair, or on the edge of your couch, if this is just simply not comfortable. And try it with either shin in front. Actually, this feels a little bit better to me today. So one more pose, and then we'll lie down and we'll take a nap. Okay, now place your left hand on your right knee. Place your right hand on the floor behind your right hip or onto your right hip. Slightly tone your low belly and lift and lengthen the crown of your head up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist your torso to the right. Breathe deeply here. Keep lifting the crown of your head up to the sun. And now as you exhale, slowly untwist. This time place your right hand to your left thigh. Place your left hand behind your left hip or onto your left hip. Tone your low belly in a subtle way. Lift and lengthen the top of your head up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist your torso to the left. Take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, slowly untwist. And now come to lie down onto your back for a few poses of cool down, just 2, and then nap time. Take your time, take your time. Oftentimes the only rush that we find ourselves in is the one that we've created. Now for a moment here on your back, with your knees bent or your legs out straight, just notice what your body feels like. Do you have any more space? If you feel that you have more space in your body, acknowledge that you created it by taking time on your yoga mat today to stretch and strengthen and lengthen your body. Bend your knees in towards your chest, reach inside of your legs and grab for your feet. Point the soles of your feet up to the sky. Happy baby. Feel free to rock or stay still. Release your hands from your feet, wrap your arms around your shins, recline child's pose. Feel free to rock again or stay still. And whenever you're ready, release your hands, release your legs, extend your legs out straight, open your arms up as wide as you need to point your palms up to the blue sky. And here, relax completely. Relinquish all control of your breath. Allow your breath to breathe itself. I'll call you back as soon as it's time, but for now, please enjoy your rest. This is Shavasana. begin to deepen your breath. Bring movement back into your body. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch. Roll to whichever side of your body is calling to you right now. Slowly press yourself up into a seat to face your screen. Feel free to rest your hands on your thighs or bring your palms together at your heart. Close your eyes or keep them open. Thank you for sharing your sacred time, and thank you for practicing yoga with me today. Namaste. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, points of clarification, please, please, please reach out to Jim, and I will make sure that he has my information so that you all can get a hold of me. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next week.